Hi there guys, welcome to part 11 on how to make $10,000 per month with email marketing using solo ads. Now in today's video, we are going to continue with our exploration on the AWeber platform, especially when it comes to email broadcasts and how to do split testing. Continuing on from whatever you see on the screen, like what I mentioned before, this is my student's account, fresh new account, no leads going in yet, so it's easier for me to navigate this whole platform with you guys. Now if you have not registered for the AWeber Pro plan yet, please refer to the link in the description box below this video to do so. Alright, now first and foremost, if you go under messages, so click on that, you'll see they have all messages, draft, broadcast, split test, as well as email template manager. In the previous session, we talked about email automation, and this is the particular tab that we're talking about. Under automation, you can do campaigns, so on and so forth. Okay, so let's go to messages now. Now under messages, click on broadcast. So this is where you're going to create a email broadcast. Create a message, drag and drop you there. Now you see that this entire interface looks very similar to the one that we created, the email automation. Subject line over here, right? You can insert a subject line here, like for example, test A. Then from here, hover your mouse to click here and delete this away. Line breaker, delete, signature, delete. Alright, so this is where you're going to write in all the templates. Now, of course, you can delete away the whole thing and start writing from here. This is a test, so and so forth. Right, highlight the whole thing, change it back to paragraph mode. Okay, and then click on save and exit. So now what you will see is this whole email is under a draft mode basis over here, the status. So you need to move over to this right arrow, click on schedule. Now, and over here, they'll ask you whether you want to send this email immediately or you can choose a date and time. All right, so remember, please look very carefully at the time zone. If most of the subscribers are from the United States, don't use your respective time zone. Ask yourself, what is that particular timing in the United States now if you're sending immediately, and choose different timings that you wish to send. Okay, the best timings that you can choose from is like between 12 all the way to 10 or even 11 p.m. Okay, so this is where you choose the date and time. Now the audience, send to active subscribers on current list. The current list is the cat lovers list that we created before, which is over here, the cat lovers list. Automation, there's no need to create any form of automation. If you want to, you can click add automation. And if the subscriber does this, like for example, opens the message, or you can select any trigger, add certain text or remove certain text. It's entirely up to you. Now, then you can also do share message, like for example, are you going to share it on the Facebook or whatsoever? Additional options, track links, click in this message, email me when message statistics are available, just leave it there. Subsequently, hit the schedule message, or you can click on send a test. Pretty simple if you are going to use AWeber in order to come up with your email broadcast. But however, one of the very important things I need to do is to do a spam check on the words before you actually send out the emails. And very importantly, in one of my previous sessions, I mentioned to you guys what makes a good email. Please refer back again to that particular part in this entire training series. So if you have missed any of these parts of this series, you can refer to all the links in the description box below this video. So that will be how we actually draft out an email broadcast. Now let's talk about split testing then. Now when it comes to split testing, so click on split test here. So you can create a split test. And over here, you can name your split test. Like for example, you want to split test the subject line of the email, or you want to split test the body content of the email. All right. So do not attempt to split test both at the same time. Split testing works when you change one variable at a time. So it's either the subject line or the body content. Now then you can select your segments. Like for example, if you created certain segments in your subscribers count, you can do so. For example, people who have opened your message, people who have not clicked on your message, so on and so forth. Now, the default segment given by AWeber will be people added today, added since yesterday, past 7 days, 30 days, or even the past 1 year. So let's select for the past 1 year. Naming of the split test, we are going to call it subject line. Okay? Which is something that I've created just before I recorded this video over here on the left. You can see over here. Now, setting your split test distribution, you can choose, like for example, 50-50, 33-33-34, 25-25-50, or 10-10-80, or even a custom split. Now, you might be wondering, man, why is there three segments versus 2 segments? The reason is because sometimes you might want to do certain split testing based on 3 different levels. That means to say you're going to split test 3 different subject lines or 3 different body content. Now, this thing is going to work very well if your subscribers count is anything more than 10,000. If your subscribers count is very low, like anything less than 10,000, there's no need for you to do 3 different levels of split tests. Just do 2 different levels will do, or you can create a custom split over here, and from there you can adjust this parameter up to you. All right. So then hit on create a split test. Now, after you have done so, you will come to this page over here, something like this, and the status will show that it's incomplete. So what happens is, click on this subject line and they'll ask you to select a draft or to create a message from scratch for the very first 50% of the split test. So again, if you click on create a message, then click on drag and drop email border. So this is where they'll bring you back again to this interface, and you can select your own subject line. For example, this one you can put it as test A, same body content of what I said, all right? Then from there, go to the second one. Okay, go on the split test again. Then they will ask you to go for the next 50%, create a message, drag and email builder. The whole process repeats again. Now what I said, either you test the subject line or you test the email body. Simple. 50%, 50%. And from there, you will be able to see. For example, if you're testing the subject line, which subject line appeals better in terms of giving you better open rates? If you're testing the body content, which body content gives you a better click-through rates? To maneuver AWeber is not as complicated as what a lot of people think. Of course, it's just a matter of getting used to the whole interface. The main issue they always encounter with students is they're very afraid to experiment with all the different features and elements within the software itself. So which is why I encourage you guys to really go for AWeber Pro via the link in the description box below this video. Follow along with this training, and from there you should be able to navigate the entire platform pretty easily. Again, I receive a lot of emails and new entrants to my Passive Income Profits Mentorship Program. So if you're interested in knowing how to build up the main 4 strategies in terms of how online marketers create a 5-figure or even 6-figure income every year, you can consider my 3 different levels of mentorship program. And at this juncture, I'd just like to let you guys know, coming mid of March, all my 3 levels of mentorship program price will increase, especially my inner circle from the current $4,997 will be increased to $6,997. All right, Star Club, instead of $197 USD per month, I'm going to increase it to a flat fee of $1,997, and Beginners Club, instead of $7, it's going to be $27. All right, so this is whatever you're going to get in terms of my mentorship program. Now, very importantly, when we talk about inner circle, what is so special about my inner circle? Well, you're going to work directly with me perpetually until you achieve a minimum of $5,000 US profit for consecutively 3 months. This is something that is of one of my higher levels of mentorship program. Of course, I have another level of mentorship program which is not available to the public, but only for those who have graduated from inner circle, which is called my elite circle. Okay, now let's not talk about elite circle at this point in time. Let's just focus on inner circle first. So what does this thing mean? Every week you're going to see me at least once. All right, every week you're going to see me at least once, which is a one-on-one Zoom session, until you achieve the above target. So if it takes you 1 year to do so, we're going to see each other for the next 52 weeks. If it takes 6 months to do so, we're going to see each other for the next 26 weeks, so and so forth. If this is something of your interest, please refer to the chat curriculum under Inner Circle. Now over here, you will see that there's a Zoom link for you to book a session with me before you enroll. This is very, very important, all right? Please do not enroll into Inner Circle before booking this session with me. So you can click on any of the scheduled day and time. From there, let's discuss your aspirations, your goals, your capital, so and so forth. And I will tell you whether I'm in a position to help you to achieve that, as well as the kind of commitment that you need to promise me in order to do so. Because at the end of the day, what I want to do is to create more successful testimonials and not people who come in with limited capital and I know that I can't help them, or with limited time commitment and again, I know that I can't help them also. All right, guys. So that will conclude today's training, and I'll see you in the next recording. Take care.